The Enneagram is an ancient map of the psyche, a system passed down through centuries to expose the hidden patterns behind personality, suffering, and transformation. It is a mythology of the ego. It says each person lives inside a private legend, a pattern of fear, desire, defense, and identity that starts to feel like fate. Personality masks are too often the survival stories the psyche keeps retelling. The hero who must be perfect, the giver who must be loved, the achiever who must win, the outsider who must be special. The Enneagram names those 9 inner myths and shows the fixation each one revolves around. Once you see your myth clearly, you cannot unsee it, and you stop worshipping it. You can finally step outside it. And that is the real aim of the system: to recognize, master, and ultimately transcend all 9 fixations, so personality stops being your prison and becomes something you can see through. Here are the 9 primary ego fixations, as 9 recurring human myths.
Type 1. Resentment. The myth: I am the one who must restore order to a flawed world. Ones are pulled toward correctness, integrity, discipline, and reform. Their ego fixation is resentment, a chronic friction with what is imperfect, lazy, unjust, or out of line. Their myth casts them as the moral hero, the one who must hold the standard when others will not.
Type 2. Flattery. The myth: I am the one who earns love by becoming necessary. 2s move toward others with warmth, generosity, and emotional intuition, but underneath is the fixation of flattery, subtly shaping themselves into what others want or need. Their ego's myth is relational and seductive. If they become indispensable enough, they will never be abandoned.
Type 3. Vanity. The myth: I am the one who becomes worthy by becoming impressive. 3s live inside the heroic myth of ascent, the winner, the star, the admired figure. Their fixation is vanity, not just as pride, but as identification with image and performance. They learn to polish the self into something rewarded, until success becomes a costume that can eclipse the person wearing it.
Type 4. Melancholy. The myth: I am the one set apart by depth, loss, and meaning. 4s often inhabit the tragic myth, the soul marked by longing, beauty, and something missing. Their fixation is melancholy, attention pulled again and again to absence, distance, or the ideal just out of reach. They do not merely feel pain, they build identity around it, as though suffering proves significance.
Type 5. Avarice. The myth: I am the one who survives by needing little and knowing much. 5s step back from life to preserve energy and gain mastery. Their fixation is avarice, meaning a withholding of time, emotion, presence, or inner resources. Their myth is the lone sage, the watcher in the tower, the one who stays safe by remaining self-contained and hard to drain.
Type 6. Cowardice. The myth: I am the one who must foresee danger before it strikes. 6s live in the myth of the vigilant guardian, the loyal skeptic, the one who scans the horizon for threat. Their fixation is cowardice, not weakness, but chronic orientation toward fear, doubt, and preparation. The psyche tells them safety comes through vigilance, allegiance, and never being caught off guard.
Type 7. Planning. The myth: I am the one who escapes limitation through possibility. 7s are animated by the myth of the adventurer, the escaped captive, the one who can outrun pain by moving toward delight. Their fixation is planning, generating options, futures, stimulation, and exits. They keep the story bright, fast, and open-ended so they never have to sit too long with deprivation, grief, or emptiness.
Type 8. Vengeance. The myth: I am the one who will never be powerless again. 8s inhabit the myth of the warrior, protector, ruler, or avenger. Their fixation is vengeance, a hard inner stance against violation, weakness, and control by others. They move through life with force because the ego has decided vulnerability is dangerous and strength is the only real shield.
Type 9. Indolence. The myth. I am the one who keeps the peace by disappearing into it. 9s often live inside the myth of the peaceful ground, the quiet one, the mediator who absorbs conflict so the world does not break apart. Their fixation is indolence, not mere laziness, but a kind of spiritual sleepiness, drifting away from their own priorities, intensity, and will. Their myth promises peace, but often at the cost of self-erasure.
The point of the Enneagram is not merely to admire your type or decorate your identity with a more interesting label. It is to catch the myth in motion, see the fixation underneath it, and loosen its hold. What begins as self-recognition can become self-mastery, and what ends is not individuality, but enslavement to it. What's your Enneagram type? Comment below. Part mirror, part myth, all entertainment.
Floating